Hey everybody, what's up? We are here with some Watcher of Realms, and we are just rolling, man. Just continuing to roll. Now, I farmed my gold up quite a bit yesterday because I'm tired of being out of gold. We need some gold to go through and actually do a full-blown gear cleanse, so we farmed some gold. I know some of y'all hate that. Some of y'all get real upset every time I farm gold, but I'm gonna do it sometimes. So that's just the way it is. Now, we've been saving our summons for a little bit. We're at 45 and 2 right now. I don't actually know what kind of summon events we got coming up this weekend, so why don't we snoop around a little bit? Festival of Luminance, Luminance Shop, Wizard's Horde, Shard Summon. Oh yeah. I think I saw something about this briefly. Ideal for guild boss, which is great because that's what we're really starting to lean into. Sign-in event, frenzy. Okay, cool. Okay. What's the schedule looking like? Special Ancient Summoning. See this chance to summon Lord Heroes as well as Heroes of the Supreme Arbiters and Chaos. Grand Prize. Oh, okay. Is that okay. That's probably a tournament you have to win. Is that what that is? Grand Prize? I'm not sure. And then we've got, okay. And then I assume, yeah. Now hang on a minute. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. So we got some summons tomorrow. We might cop a few, too, if there's any decent packs. We've slowed down quite a bit on our spending. But if there's some decent packs, maybe it's time to drop a couple bucks and get some extra summons out of the deal. Our last Lego was Orm. Oh, yeah, I think now we can actually go and look at our last summons. So we're like, where was Orm? Here. So there's 6, 16, 26, 36, 37, 38, 39, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 64, 74, 75, 76, 86, 87. So we're close to halfway to Pity again. And then we've got a couple of these as well. And does it give you... Oh, it does. Interesting. How far back? I've summoned more than 100 of these. Really? I wouldn't have guessed that I've had more than 100 of those. I think one of my first ones of these was Absent. And I had the Absent way up here. Wait, who was that? I had the Absent way up here, but that was my dupe. 54 days ago. And I'm on... Wow, okay, interesting. Interesting to know. We're almost done with the Dragon Pass. We're at 47 right now, so we'll finish that pretty soon. What else did we do yesterday? We've been doing quite a bit of arena. We're like in Platinum 3 and still continuing to climb, which is kind of crazy to me. This AoE DPS team, which again, I was really struggling with, and now our Virna's strong enough that like, we're good. I wouldn't hate seeing Kai in action. Who is this? Oh, that's Cerberus. Okay. That's a cool looking champ, dude. Can we, I mean, I think Cerberus is really good in there. Can we beat him, though? Why is Aatrox here? Revival time? Multi-target attack. Oh, yeah, okay. And Kai. That's an interesting setup. I almost just want to see it in action, even if we lose to it. I didn't recognize Cerberus. I don't think I had put a face to Cerberus. I'd heard the name a bunch, but I don't think I'd actually put a face to him. Virna's nasty, dude. They're starting to ramp up, though. Yeah, they're starting to ramp up over here now. It's aggravating that I've won more rounds and we're basically tied. This is a close one. This is a close fight, dude. Pulled ahead a little bit there, but like if they get one good win in a round. That hurts. I just feel like we're taking so much more damage than they are. We're taking so much more damage than they are. All right, we need a good... Even if we get a good ult from Virna here, we lose. Ah, bummer. I thought we had that, dude. We pulled ahead so fast. That one round hurt us. He was hitting us. It looks like he was hitting us for like 10% per hit, dude. Hit them that hard too, you jerk. Why am I getting hit harder? What'd I do? All right, anyway. Yeah, that's interesting. I've heard Cerberus is really good for this. Cerberus and her. That's it. Who, you know, maybe we'll pull one day. Anyway, though, but yeah, we're having pretty good success in arena. I don't think I've ever been in Plat 3 before this, so aside from that one where I really just kind of wanted to see him in action, we've been trying to pick our fights kind of carefully. I'm avoiding other Virnas. I'm avoiding Hatsit. I'm avoiding Boreas. I'll probably start avoiding Cerberus. So we're you know, we're having to be kind of picky about who we decide to fight, but. I mean, who knows? Maybe we can sneak our way up into here, you know? Sneak our way up into Overlord. So, that's something we've been doing. A lot of you... I've been getting some good tips on Guild Boss. I want to go watch a couple of videos. I think there's probably... I watched a little bit of an Ash video about one strat that involved putting, like, Torador on... Is it called Invigoration? Like there was a couple of specifics to the strat, which looked interesting. So I need to play around with it a little bit. I'm curious what Fastidious was going to do. Actually, he had something. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on here. He had something in mind before we decided to do Gear Raid 221. I'm curious what that was. Curious what it was. But yeah. And then I do still need to go through and sort all the new gear. We have a bunch of new gear. And we need to deal with it, so. That's doo-doo. That's a doo-doo piece, so we're not keeping that. But yeah, do I want to do a gear cleanse in this video? I don't know. I don't know that I do. Oh, you know, one thing we do need to do real quick is go get rid of all this. That takes care of a lot of it. And then we still have a decent amount to go in and roll, so. Crit damage plus 30%. Crit damage plus 1% after making a crit hit, stacking up to 30 times. Wow. Yeah, these sets are very different. These are very different sets than what we've been working with. but they're gonna have to be good. I'm gonna have to just stay picky with the gear because gear fills up so fast. Like, that's got some potential. I would imagine that has a thumbs up on it. It doesn't even have a thumbs up on it. Healing effect with HP bonus and defense bonus and in flat HP. I guess healing effect isn't something you really ever want to go with a main stat on, maybe? Yeah, I don't think I want to do it here. Yeah. I've got a bunch of food. When this starts, we might just pop off a little bit. Actually, will we? Reward preview. I guess we'll see what there is to win in it, but I've had to use a little bit just to make a little bit of room so I can keep farming, but like we've got a decent amount of food we're sitting on. I do need to farm some XP up, so I might do that today. I might pop an XP boost and farm some XP so we can be ready for that. That's probably what we'll do in the background today. As far as it goes, let's take a look at my Immortal codex and talk about it. I got a B+ here. We did get an S here, which is pretty nice. This one's tough, man. This one's pretty tough. I don't really know what I could do different in here. There are no platforms, so it's got to be all ground guys. And I don't really I don't really know who to throw up here. Do I? I'm kind of just going pure damage. And I need the range. From these two. So I can't like swap anybody and put Wrath in. Our power level's green, so like what am I missing then? What am I missing then, you know? Bear with me 1 second. What kind of time are we looking at here? Premiere Pro is sometimes we'll just decide it's going to take a while to export a video. And I was like, I'm not waiting 20 minutes to start recording my watcher video. So I just started the video while it was exporting. So now we got to start the upload. So if the upload's going to be short, I have to go through and do all the metadata and I'll edit it out. If not, just keep going. Yeah, but my power level's green here. So like, am I just approaching it wrong? What if I point them in so they can attack the ones on the barrier a bit better? Is that necessary? I'm not even entirely sure if that's necessary, but and then I don't reckon there's any reason to pop ults yet. What if Deimos is going to live through this? Might need to be Wrath or Volca. Volca brings some sustain to the rest of the team. Let's bring her in real quick. Actually, let's swap her in for Deimos. She probably brings a little bit more to the fight. Wow, dude. There's no fucking way that's real. Another thing is our internet. Australian internet's rough anyway, and if you know that, you know that. Some days it's weird. Some days it's much better than others. Like we upgraded a few months ago. We're paying a lot of money for pretty mediocre internet. Actually, let's put you last. And some days, like, you know, I do a raid video and a watchers video every morning, and they're generally about the same length. For a while, they were roughly 20 minutes, and I'd have days where like my raid video, my 20-minute long raid video would take, you know, 35 minutes to upload, and then my watchers video would take 4 minutes to upload. Like, it's the same thing. They're both about 20 minutes long, but sometimes the internet chugs along, and then sometimes it's pretty good. It's no fiber. When I lived in New York, I had fiber, and I never had upload time. I could upload an hour-long video, and as soon as I dragged it into YouTube, it would be processing. Like it would be through the uploading phase and processing. And that was wonderful. I miss that a lot. But this is much better than it was. Before we upgraded, it took me on average twice as long as the video was to upload it. So if it was a 20-minute video, on average, it took me 40 minutes to get it up, which is a nightmare. A nightmare. Throws the whole morning schedule off, honestly. It's much better now, but it has its mornings where it chugs a bit. All right, so let's just go ahead. And I think we don't ult with Valeria. She'll go down. Although maybe with Volca here, she can get herself back up. Let's ult with her and see if we can get away with it. I don't even know that it's super necessary that we do that, but let's see. Is she going to end her ult before she gets killed? All right, we probably won't ult with her again. All right, I think our ult score here was a B+. Seems like B+ is about as good as we've got. Maybe I need to watch a video on this because I don't understand. I don't understand how you do this. Unless it's a DPS check and I just don't have good enough, like maybe I need better AoE on the ground and I just don't have it. I don't know what it is. I think I'm using pretty much who I have to use here. I don't have anybody that's really, I don't have anybody else I can drop on the ground that I think is going to change this for me. I need someone on a platform, and there's just no platforms. So if I could put Virna in, for example, yeah, that'd be a wrap. I think it would be a very different. So I don't know. Maybe I need to check out some videos on this and see if anybody's got. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Allied heroes increase attack speed significantly. Interesting. It's also worth noting, excuse me, that Absent and Valkyra probably. He's not actually as bad as I thought. He's not as bad as I thought. What about you? What if we hit you with a quick equip? What does it want to do to you? It wants to give you way more crit rate than you need and hurt you everywhere else. I just can't imagine why I would do that. I can't imagine why you think that's the move. Why do you think that's the move? Wow, look at all these. That's kind of strange how that worked out, isn't it? Same quality roll on every substat on every piece of this. Yeah, it's time. You deserve something better going on here. There's a little crit rate with attack bonus. Roughly the same piece. There's some crit rate and attack bonus. Oh yeah, I did this. I got this yesterday. That's my best crit rate roll on the account. It's kind of a shame that the substats around it are dookie, but still, that's a lot of crit rate, man. It's kind of worth it just to have the crit rate. Let's give her that. And then here, I guess we'll try to keep an attack speed set. There's crit rate, crit damage. There's some decent crit rate, light attack, crit damage. All right, you know what? Let's give you that crit damage. Please be purple. Nice. Okay, and now over here, we can lose some crit rate comfortably. There's 20, there's 20. We're gonna have to find some in the subs though. So let's say, why don't we say we're looking for attack bonus or crit damage? And why don't we say we want crit rate in the subs? Fuck you. Giving me a gold flat defense roll. Okay, you can leave the account. So there's 16 crit rate. There's also some crit damage on it. No telling how it's gonna roll though. Here's crit rate and really nothing else that's doing us any good. Yeah. Yeah, all right, I think it's gotta be this one then. What do we got here? All right, I think we want to keep the same energy here. So that's a good crit rate sub. Crit damage and crit rate. What are you doing here? If you're at least here, we'll 16 you. Are you baiting me? You kind of baited me. You did. And you know, you're a fucking asshole for it. But like, you know what I mean? All right. And then again, so we need a pretty substantial crit rate roll here. Attack speed, crit rate. That's pretty good. Theoretically. Yeah, nice. Okay. You know what? Screw it. Whatever. We needed the main stat. So, she's got 94 crit rate and she's got more crit damage, more attack. Yeah, she's much better off here. Let's go ahead and do this. And then, why not? Okay. Here's a question. In the Foundry, is it the Foundry? Recast. So... the stats of secondary attributes are regenerated after recasting. Oh, okay. So it's not re-rolling. My curiosity was, is it re-rolling substats but keeping the quality of the rolls? So like, would I get new substats with potentially 2 gold rolls on it? But it's not. It's the same substats. So that's actually kind of nice. That's a pretty cool feature. So if you get a piece that's amazing and you get shit rolls, you get an opportunity to redo the rolls. Like if your substats are great, but you get shit quality on the actual rolls. That's a pretty cool system. I haven't used any of these yet. All right, so you're way better off. I don't know how this happens. I don't know how this blue shit gear sneaks into the account, but I am fed up with it. I'm all the way fed up with it, dude. Okay, we'll do this one more time. Just to see if it makes, I mean, I'm sure we need more of it to change than her. I guess I'll just auto fight. Yeah, my Absin's better off than I thought he was. I didn't think he had anything going on, but he's decent. Four doors built for damage. Everybody's built for damage. Oh, maybe I put her up here and aim her in a direction. Here's our B+. Can we sneak in an A before it's over? What's A? I'm guessing A is going to be like 500 or 520 or something. $500. Okay. I think we can do that. I think we can probably get a little bit of improvement. Maybe we'll play around with some different setups. But anyway, for the sake of not uploading an hour-long video every day, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I reckon we're going to be back tomorrow with some summons. I reckon it's about time to do some summons. So again, we might cop some shards, have a big summon session tomorrow, see if anything interesting happens, and I guess get ready for this frag fusion that's coming up, because that'll be dope as well. So I'm getting out of here. Appreciate you guys watching. If you have a good one, see you tomorrow.